Hello and welcome back to my channel IQD to USD Major Developments in the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. A new era for Iraq's economy. Today, I bring you some major updates and insights that could significantly alter the economic landscape for both the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong. As we explore these developments, it's important to recognize how vital these changes could be for the future of Iraq's economy and currency. But before we dive into the details, I would like to take a moment to express my deep gratitude for your continued support. You've been with me on this journey, and together we're building a community of individuals who are dedicated to understanding financial insights, economic growth, and the potential for transformative changes in the global markets. As we move forward, I wish you all happiness, success, and prosperity. Let's now turn our attention to the exciting developments that are unfolding, which could bring significant changes to Iraq's financial system. The collapse of the black market for the Iraqi dinar. One of the most important recent developments in Iraq's financial system has been the collapse of the black market for the Iraqi dinar. For years, the black market played a significant role in Iraq's economy, often undermining the country's monetary stability. According to Intel guru Walking Stick, the collapse of this market is a major turning point in the Iraqi economy, potentially signaling the beginning of a more stable and transparent financial future. The black market for currency has long been a source of corruption and illicit activities in Iraq. Individuals and organizations would often engage in transactions outside the formal banking system, allowing them to siphon off currency from the country without any oversight or regulation. This system not only destabilized the Iraqi dinar, but also limited the government's ability to maintain control over the country's financial system. As a result, Iraq's economic growth was significantly hindered by the uncontrolled flow of money outside formal channels. However, recent steps taken by the Iraqi government, most notably the cancellation of currency auctions, have effectively shut down this underground market. By eliminating these auctions, the government has removed one of the key mechanisms that allowed the black market to thrive. This bold move has been described as a brilliant strategy by financial experts, as it redirects currency transactions back into legitimate regulated channels. Walking Stick has emphasized that this is a momentous shift for Iraq's financial system. With the black market no longer a factor, Iraq now has an opportunity to implement a more controlled and transparent monetary policy. This move will, over time, help restore stability to the Iraqi dinar and encourage investment from both domestic and international sources. One of the most important outcomes of this change is Iraq's ability to regulate its exchange rate more effectively. The collapse of the black market allows the country to focus on managing its currency in a way that aligns with its long-term economic goals. As black market activities are eliminated, Iraq will have the opportunity to stabilize its economy, reduce inflationary pressures, and boost investor confidence in the dinar. With the Iraqi dinar strengthening due to these changes, Iraq's economic outlook appears increasingly optimistic. The ability to control the exchange rate, reduce corruption, and implement more sustainable financial policies will create a foundation for future growth. The Iraqi budget. Preparing for economic reform. In addition to the collapse of the black market, Iraq is making significant strides in its financial planning, particularly with regard to its national budget. According to Intel guru Jeff, officials in Iraq are preparing to submit the country's budget to parliament for approval. This budget represents a crucial step forward in the country's efforts to enact greater economic reform and build a more stable financial future. The process of finalizing the budget is complex and involves several stages. The budget will need to undergo multiple readings in Parliament before it can be fully approved. Given that the budget deals with a significant amount of public funds, the approval process will need to be thorough and transparent. However, the momentum behind the Iraqi dinar's recent strength and the expected changes to the exchange rate suggest that Iraq is well on its way to achieving a more stable financial environment. Jeff also highlighted that an important hurdle remains. The exchange rate must be adjusted before the budget process can move forward. This exchange rate change is seen as a positive step for Iraq, as it indicates that the government is aligning its fiscal policies with the potential for a stronger dinar. This alignment is essential for Iraq to achieve long-term economic stability and growth. Once the exchange rate is adjusted, the budget process will proceed in earnest, with funds allocated for national development projects and reforms. These projects will play a significant role in improving Iraq's infrastructure, enhancing its public services, and fostering sustainable economic growth. The successful implementation of the budget will be a key factor in Iraq's transition toward a more prosperous future. The possibility of a rate change for the Iraqi dinar. Among the most exciting developments in the Iraqi financial world is the possibility of a rate change for the Iraqi dinar. According to Intel guru Mars, there has been considerable speculation that a rate change may take place in the near future, with some sources suggesting it could happen over the upcoming weekend. While nothing is set in stone yet, this news has created a lot of excitement in the dinar community. While many experts remain hopeful that a rate change is on the horizon, Mars has urged caution. It's easy for investors to get caught up in the hype and excitement when news like this emerges, but it's important to stay grounded and patient. The potential for a rate change is definitely there, but we must wait for official announcements and confirmation before getting too excited. What makes this potential rate change even more interesting is the broader political context. The global economy remains uncertain, and with political changes such as Donald Trump's potential return to office, there are still unknowns in the international financial system. This uncertainty can affect currency markets, including the value of the Iraqi dinar. Despite the challenges posed by the global political climate, the potential for a rate change remains a positive sign. If Iraq does implement a rate change, it could have far-reaching effects, both for the country and for international investors. A stronger dinar could lead to greater economic stability, increased purchasing power for Iraqis, and more opportunities for foreign investment in the country. The concept of a one-to-one exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar. Another key topic of discussion among financial experts is the possibility of a one-to-one exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar. This concept refers to the idea that one Iraqi dinar could be exchanged for $1, both within Iraq and internationally. While this may seem simple on the surface, the implications of such a move are profound. Intel guru Frank26 took the time to explain this concept in greater detail. He emphasized that the primary goal of a one-to-one exchange rate is to increase the purchasing power of the Iraqi dinar within Iraq. If this change were to occur, it would mean that Iraqis would be able to purchase goods and services at the same rate as US dollars. This would significantly improve the standard of living for the Iraqi people by increasing their access to affordable goods and services. However, Frank also noted that internationally, the situation is different. The value of the Iraqi dinar in international markets would still be determined by global exchange rates, which can fluctuate based on a variety of factors. This means that holding 1 million dinars in Iraq might not equate to 1 million US dollars outside the country. Nonetheless, the potential for a one-to-one exchange rate remains a promising development for Iraq. A stronger dinar with greater purchasing power within Iraq could have multiple benefits, including improved living conditions for the Iraqi people, greater economic stability, and increased confidence among investors. If Iraq moves toward this exchange rate, it could also attract more foreign investment, positioning the country for long-term economic growth. Iraq's growing presence in the international market. Another significant development in Iraq's economic journey is its growing presence on the international financial stage. According to Intel guru Militiaman, Iraq has been exploring the possibility of joining the forex market. This move would represent a significant shift in Iraq's financial strategy and could have wide-ranging implications for the country's currency. For the first time in many years, Iraq has been engaging in discussions with the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, about the potential for internationalization. The CBI's recent communications suggest that Iraq is preparing to open up its currency to the global market. This move could increase the liquidity of the Iraqi dinar, making it more accessible to foreign investors. Additionally, the internationalization of Iraq's currency would bring greater stability and credibility to the dinar, as it would be subject to more oversight and scrutiny from global financial institutions. Militiaman stressed the importance of this shift, noting that it marks a significant change in Iraq's economic direction. By embracing international markets, Iraq will be able to diversify its investments, attract more foreign capital, and enhance its economic standing on the global stage. Global developments and Iraq's oil market. Finally, it's essential to consider how global developments are affecting Iraq's oil market. Russia's decreasing share in India's oil imports due to new sanctions imposed by the United States is one such development. As a result, India is increasingly turning to Middle Eastern oil, with Iraq set to play a more prominent role in meeting India's energy needs. This shift is particularly significant for Iraq, as it positions the country to benefit from the growing demand for oil in Asia. As Russian oil supplies dwindle, Iraq's oil exports are poised to increase, helping to drive the country's economic growth. This increased demand for Iraqi oil could lead to greater revenue for the government, which can be reinvested into national development projects and economic reforms. Conclusion: Iraq's bright future ahead. In conclusion, Iraq is on the cusp of a significant economic transformation. The collapse of the black market for the dinar, the possibility of a rate change, and the shift toward internationalization are all positive signs for the future of Iraq's currency and economy. Furthermore, global developments in the oil market and the country's increasing role on the international stage are positioning Iraq for greater prosperity in the years to come. With political changes on the horizon and a renewed focus on economic reform, Iraq is set to embark on a path toward greater stability, growth, and prosperity. As always, I'll be here to keep you updated on these exciting developments. Stay tuned for more news and insights as we continue to watch the evolution of the Iraqi dinar and its potential to reshape Iraq's financial future.